question that Kings fans always ask me is, how do I get to ride on the Zamboni? So I went right to the source. Let's take a look. We're here with Raul. You are the Zamboni driver, and I can't tell you how many of our fans, our Kings fans, want to know, how did you get the job as a Zamboni driver?
Well, I grew up in an ice rink in Culver City, and pretty much that's where I learned all my ice skills.
Okay, now how many years have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since here at Staples Center since year 2000.
2000. Okay, now what kind of special skills did you have to learn to drive the Zamboni?
I don't know if you call them skills. It's just something I picked up, actually, because my dad, he drives the Zamboni as well at Culver City.
He does?
Yes,
okay.
he does.
So what kind of things when you're on it do you have to be aware of? Obviously, it's a little bit different than driving a car.
Yeah, correct. There's a lot of levers you have to know. It's almost like driving a forklift, per se, forklift or a heavy machinery.
Okay. So have you always been a big hockey fan?
Yes, always. LA Kings fan, of course.
So. LA Kings, of course. Okay, it's interesting because so many people want to ride on the Zamboni. So now I've never done it, but what is the experience like for people to get on there and ride with you?
I don't know if they've never ridden on a Zamboni. They actually love it. They love it.
Yeah.
So.
Somebody recently asked me. They said, you got to talk to the Zamboni driver. We all want to get in the Zamboni, so it's really a cool thing that everybody wants to do.
It is. All the kids love it, even adults. It doesn't matter the age group. It just everybody loves it for some reason.
Now, how many times do you have to take it out on the ice during a game?
During a game, we go after warm-ups and between each period. So.
And then before the game, you get the ice ready as well. Is that right?
Correct. Before the game, we flood. It's just flooding consists of building the ice. So during the game, we cut it down back to where we started, kind of. It's safe. So.
Okay. Yeah. And you're very warm. You've got gloves on. Or you have gloves or whatever just to keep yourself warm out there because it's a little chilly on that ice.
It is. It's chilly, but we're moving around so much that I'm actually sweating right now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, they're keeping you very busy out there.
Yes, they are. Always.
Okay. Now, how about maintaining the Zamboni? Is that something that you do as well, or does somebody else do that?
Somebody else does that, and it's the head ice guy, and his name is Lewis, and he takes care of that.
And then how many of you drive the Zamboni? 2 of you, is that right?
2 of us, correct.
Okay. And is your partner that drives the other Zamboni, how did he learn how to drive it?
He's been driving since 1980, 83.
So you're all pros here, of course, at the Staples Center.
Yeah, pretty much. It's probably a good thing to have like 5 years experience before you come to NHL level.
And I would like to welcome the Los Angeles Lakers to playing the field. I had a chance to catch up with our back-to-back world champions who are off to a very good start. A lot about team chemistry in basketball. You're kind of like the new guy coming in here. Just talk about that process for you.
Well, first is my teammates have made it pretty easy on me. And they've accepted me as a basketball player and as a person, and then from that point on, it's just learning the specifics of the offense, the triangle offense. What are the options? How do you get the balls to certain people? So it's been a process, but they've really helped me along with it.
What kind of things did they do to help you?
Basically, just teaching. If I missed a read, they'll come and talk to me. Say, listen, on that, let's look for this. Or, Phil Jackson, you say, this is how you need to pass the ball in the offense. This is where you need to go on this cut in certain plays. So it's just constant communication. This
is such a great start for you guys, and a little razzle-dazzle play out there tonight with Powell. Talk about that.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get a steal, and I got out there in the break, and I kind of saw him trailing, and I saw no other black jerseys coming. So I said, I'll throw it up and see what he does, and he went and got it. So I was pretty happy.
That was a tough team. It was a really good game for us. A team that can run and also be physical. It teaches us stuff that we're going to need down the stretch for the playoffs. And I was talking to Kobe in the locker room. I've been on teams before where the bench was rolling, and no matter what, the starters come back in. And it's great to see that Phil has confidence in us to finish games and make key moves down the stretch.
You know, a few of those threes late, especially when you went back to back to back with Blake, came because Kobe originally drew that double, right? You see how that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was something Kobe was telling us. You know, they sent 2 or 3 guys at him. You know, and we got to be ready to shoot the ball and make plays. And you know, we hit those 3 big threes in a row to kind of put a dagger in them. But you know, they kept fighting. But I kind of think that was a turning point of the game.
And Matt, here we are, just 14 games in now, right? Or I should say 15. Overall team vibe, what are you feeling? Obviously, 5 straight wins, a lot of success.
It's good. It's good. You know, we got to continue to build. You know, we still got a long way to go on the defensive end. You know, we're still giving up too many points, but you know, I think we're definitely heading in the right direction.
You said 30 points tonight. Was that one of the toughest matchups you guys have had, do you think?
Yeah, he's a monster. He's a monster. You know, he played well, but you know, with him getting off, we had to kind of control everybody else. You know, and I think we did a fairly good job of that. You know, he's tough to stop. You know, he's strong. He gets in the air, makes plays. He knocks down threes. Now he knocks down jumpers. So you know, he's one of the best players in the game.
All I know is my teammates, you know, got me the ball in a position where I can, you know, help the team win, and I knock down shots for them. So, you know, I don't know what, you know, if they were prepared or not, but I know December 10th or whatever the case is, you know, however it goes, I'm sure, you know, they're going to be prepared because they played great today. I actually played for the team for a second, but it is, you know, I always want to, you know, play well against the place where you come from. I grew up watching the Bulls, so, you know, I grew up a Bulls fan, but it's great, man. I know everybody was watching on WG and Channel 9.
You guys are working as a team now, and you stepped up tonight really huge, too.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you know, just everybody getting involved, you know, everybody doing what they do to help this team win, and, you know, it was a unified effort.
Well, that's all the time that we have for you on today's show. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Boston. I'll see you back in L.A. I'm Maria Sorreo. You an iPod guy? What do you have in your iPod right now?
On the iPod, a lot of CCR. A CCR, man, drawing a blank. Green Day every once in a while. I'm not huge into music, but I do like a lot of country, Alan Jackson and stuff like that.
Like Nashville, then.
Yeah, I guess it's too much live country music, so it's hard not to like.
I do. I am an iPod buy, big time, yeah.
What would we hear on your iPod right now?
Probably a lot of bad stuff, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I listen to just about everything. Right now, Maximum Balloon, yeah, is what I'm going with right now. So that's all I got for you.
And when you're traveling, listening to an iPod, what are you listening to in music?
I actually don't have an iPod, so I mean, I own one, but I don't bring it with me because. Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff to do on the road, anyways. You know, hang out with the guys, and you know, when I do come to the room, I mostly watch TV or just go to sleep right away. So.